Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What is going on, guys? Hope everyone is having an awesome evening. Real quick, gonna hop on here real quick. I get off probably about 8 o'clock, maybe even 8:30, maybe even 8 o'clock. Yeah, I can't do the later stream tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, what is going on? Did anyone see this news about this recent event in Iran? What in the world? What is going on with that? That is a little on the crazy side. I got to get rid of some of these things, and I don't know what to get rid of. Yeah, that was really crazy, guys, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on there, what's going on with China. Again, it's pointing to, that we can't, what's the word I want to use? We cannot forget about what's going on in the geopolitical front. We just can't do that. Got to realize that that is a real deal. That is a real thing. And it's happening, right? We have to pay close attention to kind of what's going on there, right? Have to pay close attention to that. So, yeah, crazy. Don't see anyone in the chat yet. So hopefully everything is working good. Doing the thing on my on my phone again. Doing the podcast on the phone. Absolutely love this Anchor app. It's really cool thing to use. Yeah, so really excited about talking to you guys a little bit about what's going on in China and what's going on. I don't even know what's going on in Iran. All I do know that it's part of the bigger picture in terms of Dano's in a bit in terms of the XRP manifesto. It just seems to come more and more to light every single day. What's up, Dano? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, so that's a really crazy thing. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, what's going on with China. And I just saw this YouTube thing with oh man, with something that happened with Iran. I didn't even know. But we all been talking about, right? We've all had our radar antennas up about, it's possible things that could happen with Iran. And lo and behold, I see this news today. So this is from the Secretary of Defense, I believe, and Pompeo, whatever his role is, press secretary. Dano says flying in between 2 miles with a load of gas. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Yeah, so that's going to be a little bit crazy. I'm just waiting for some more people to hop into the stream here. Hopefully it's not lagging. It can do that at times. So how you been, Dan? Everything good? Yeah, so that's a really crazy thing. I mean, Jared XRP is in the building. Good evening, Siege. How you doing, Jared XRP? Glad to have you in the stream, man. This is going to be a real quick stream. I don't know if I'm going to go a whole full hour. I'm not sure. I got something that I have to get done at 9. Don't know when that's going to be over, so I'm not going to be able to do that usually at 8:30 to 9:30 or 9:30, 9 o'clock, the 10 o'clock thing. So I just wanted to hop in here real quick and get this in because I think it's really important that we pay attention to what is going on with China and what is going on with Iran. Did anyone see that news today about what happened with Iran? Or was that an old thing? Was I paying attention to something that's old? I don't think so. It said December. Was that yesterday? Maybe that was yesterday. Let me see what's going on. How you guys doing tonight? Everything good? You guys hot on strong? It is really important to do that. Hopefully my chat is not messing up. Yep. Listening to my boy there. Wow, did I really watch? Oh, there it is right there. Maybe that was yesterday, and I'm just seeing it today. Maybe that was yesterday. I don't even know what day of the week this is. I think 29th was yesterday, huh? I think the 29th was yesterday, so maybe that's what it was. But I did not hear about this press briefing by Secretary of State Pompeo and Secretary of Defense Mark Esper. Maybe that was yesterday. Steve-O DXRP, what's going on, bro? Maybe that was yesterday. I don't know. I thought it was today, but I don't think today's the 29th. I think today is the 30th, but I don't even know anymore. I lose track of the dates. Oh, it says 30th right there on my computer. But I didn't hear anything about the response. The U.S. had a response to what was going on in Iran. I guess it's because I don't pay attention to the news. Steve-O DXRP says, all good. Cadillac, hey, Siege. What is going on? How are you, Cadillac? Yeah, so that was news for me. I did not even know that was going on. But again, that does point to kind of what is going on with Iran and what is going on with China. More and more news keeps coming up every day with China. I did not get to watch this juggernaut technology by China that Darren Moore put out, but I want to watch it. Siege, I believe BRICS will use XRP as the bridge currency when it's a go. Really? Really? That would be cool, huh, Jared? That would be really, really cool. If that happens, it would be really, really, really cool. What's going on with the current prices? What is going on with the current prices? I don't have my coin fair value up here. I'm trying to think, what can I get rid of? Got so much stuff, central banks, questions. But that would be nice. When Jared XRP, what is going on with the price of XRP right now? I can't check on my phone. Let's see what is going on there. Still 19 cents, I'm sure. Live, there it is. Yep, 19 cents. Bitcoin is down to $7,200. Ethereum is at $131, and XRP is at 19 cents. 24 hours, minus 1%, minus 1.5%, minus 1.5%. So there that is. Guys, so tell me, what in the world is going on with China? I hear you. I hear you. Another blessed day. That's what I'll question. Like, we are blessed, aren't we? TJ Jackson said, what's up, good people? What's going on, TJ Jackson? How you doing, my friend? What is going on with the, did you guys hear about this news, this response to what was going on in Iran? Always great to spend time with family, I can tell you that, Cadillac. Yep. I mean, I did not know about that. Did you guys hear about it? I had no clue. But let's talk a little bit about what's going on with China. Two things to cover here. One is China's planned Bitcoin killer sparks major concerns. Cadillac's like, let it drop to 14 cents and scoop it up. Crypto Mike, really is a beautiful day. How you doing, Crypto Mike? First I'm hearing about it. Yeah, I don't we don't watch the news here at all. And the other article we want to cover is China has edge over Silicon Valley to end banking as we know it. Wow. Wow, is that not a headliner or what? Let's read this first one. By Billy Bambra on December 30th. China's planned Bitcoin killer sparks major concerns. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency have this year successfully provoked central bankers and governments to take digital currencies seriously, though many remain skeptical. The Bitcoin price, which has failed to return to its all-time high set in 2017 despite a late December rally, was given a substantial boost in the first half of this year by social media giant Facebook's plan for Bitcoin-like rival. Now China's long-awaited answer to Bitcoin and Facebook's Libra is taking shape, with the People's Bank of China confirming the digital yuan won't be for speculation. This is the crazy thing. It won't be for speculation or require the support of a basket of currencies, leaving many disappointed and others concerned. So this is not going to be something that they can trade back and forth. It will not be that way. Very, very interested, nor require the support of a basket of currencies, leaving many disappointed and others concerned. Have you guys heard about this? The currency is not for speculation. Mu Chang-chung, head of the People's Bank of China's Digital Currency Research Institute, said over the weekend. According to the official Shanghai Securities News and reported by China's South China Morning Post newspaper, it is different to Bitcoin or stablecoins, which can be used for speculation or require the support of a basket of currencies, Mu said, with the newspaper adding the top-level design, formulation, functional research, and testing of the digital currency electronic payment had been completed, with the next step to roll out pilot programs. The news was met with disappointment from China's social media users, the South China Morning Post reported. One said there will be no fun in it, while another added, if you don't allow me to speculate on the digital form of the yuan, I'll speculate on other things, like foreign exchange. Meanwhile, China's plan for Bitcoin rival have sparked fears Beijing will use the digital yuan to better control its citizens. And that's what I just think it's all about, more control over the citizens, because they all know that blockchain and digital assets is just a way to free more and more people up from the reins. They know that, and they're doing everything they can to possibly prevent it. A roller coaster decade, not just for banking and money, but also for privacy and politics, may just be the beginning. Can you imagine that? You can't, there's no speculation on it, and you don't have to have it backed by currencies. China's digital yuan is far bigger than Bitcoin. The crypto yuan, which may be on offer as soon as 2020, it says it will be fully backed by the central bank of the world's second largest economy, drawing its value from the Chinese state's ability to impose taxes in perpetuity. Adding a digital yuan could bypass the current deposit-based banking system and allow any holder of the currency to have the deposit at the central bank, potentially making the state the monopoly supplier of money to retail customers. This guy here also warned other nations will follow China's lead and that anonymity disappears when cash does. Wow. Last month, outgoing European Central Bank Executive Board member Benoit, who last year described Bitcoin as the evil spawn of the financial crisis, outlined plans for European Central Bank digital currency to rival the likes. Bitcoin, with its well-earned reputation as internet cash, is going to become more important as regions, countries, and companies try to control digital asset. Yeah, I don't know about all of that. I know that China is trying to keep control of any and everything that they possibly can. Right? Anything that they possibly can. And it's a little scary. But yes, what do you think about that, guy? They're saying this, you can't speculate on this at all, and it'll be backed by the central bank, but it will not be backed by a basket of currencies or anything. So no speculation. And it feels like this is something that's just going to be thrust upon people. Excuse me, Jared XRP says all these countries' threats will just speed up XRP adoption. I believe that to be correct, my friend. Jared XRP says, man, it just got real very fast. Yeah, BF. What's going on, man? What's going on, BF? Crypto Mike, man. Glad to see you in the stream, bro. Yeah, so it's a little kind of disconcerting, guys. 32 people on the stream, only 8 likes. If you haven't had a chance just to collapse the chat, go smash the like. I definitely appreciate you doing that. It helps with the algorithm of the channel if you're liking the content. If you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button and ring the bell so you can get kind of informed when we're going to do our next live stream or do our next video. Did I miss anyone coming in? I did not miss anyone coming in. So, guys, that's interesting to me, right? That China is doing some stuff, trying to control its people. That is very, very interesting. They say they're banning their digital assets, but they're coming up with their own kind of thing. It's really, really, really interesting. I hope all of these things, like you say, Jared XRP, lead to XRP. I really hope that it does. China is trying to do some things, and we've always kind of heard these rumors about how they kind of falsify the records in terms of what's really going on in their country, and the reporting is pretty much a sham. But this, the fact that they say they're just going to just put this thing out and it's going to be not a speculative thing at all. It feels like they're going to change the regular dollar, the fiat dollar, to this, and this is the way that people are going to have to live life on that particular currency. Iran wants to ditch us U.S. sanctions and their brothers with Russia. Yep, absolutely, 1-1. Absolutely, they do. How does this all fall in line with XRP is the $64 trillion question, as I like to say. And how is this all going to fall? Babel Naji, what's up, good people? What's up, Babel? How are you? So that's an interesting thing. China is just constantly in the news. Darren Moore put a video out. I think it's XRP Darren on Twitter. He put a video out about the juggernaut, the technology juggernaut that is China. I want to check that out and see what's up with that, because it just is kind of feeling like, wow, like what is going on there. So here's the other news about China. I mean, it's not a speculation coin. It's going to be better than Bitcoin. What in the world? Ripple XRP already in the UAE. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. There's no stopping XRP. That is without question. It's just, what is China all up to? And then what in the world happened with Iran? But let's read this other article on China. This is an interesting one, guys. This is from Bloomberg. Say technology and ideas. Say goodbye to banking as we know it. China is poised to launch the first national digital currency. There will be no counting the disruption. That's an interesting photo. And this is the same guy again here. Andy is a Bloomberg opinion columnist covering the industrial companies and financial services. Okay, he formerly was a columnist for Reuters, breaking views. So is China readying its own Bitcoin? Banish the thought. It is far bigger than that. Yes, just like any other digital asset, or for that matter, cigarettes and prisoners of war camps, the upcoming digital yuan will be tokenized money. But the similarity ends there. The crypto yuan, which may be on offer as soon as 2020, will be fully backed by the central bank of the world's second largest economy, drawing its value from the Chinese state. This is pretty much the same thing. Other national authorities are bound to embrace this powerful idea. That's the thing he's saying. This writer saying that. A little is known about the digital yuan, except that it's been in the works for 5 years. The consensus is that this token will be a private blockchain, a peer-to-peer network for sharing information and validating transactions, with the People's Bank of China in control of who gets to participate. To begin with, the currency will be supplied via the banking system and replace some parts of physical cash. That won't be hard, given the ubiquitous presence of Chinese QR code-based digital wallets such as Alipay and WeChat Pay. It may start small, but the digital yuan could disrupt both traditional banking and the post-Bretton Woods system of floating exchange rates that the world has lived with since 1973. No wonder that for China, blockchain and yuan digital currency are a national strategic priority, almost at the level of the internet, says Sanford C. Bernstein and Company fintech analyst Uttam Chugani. What else we got? When Peter and Van, okay. Blockchain's distributed ledgers make trust irrelevant. Paul devises a secret code and shares his encrypted vision with Peter, who uses it. Okay. That's not anything. China isn't the only one experimenting. Fast, cheap cross-border payment settlement is one application of JP Morgan's Chase company's Quorum, an Ethereum-based platform on which the Monetary Authority of Singapore is running Project Ubin. Okay, yeah, but that doesn't matter. The other more concrete reason may be that technological progress is making the status quo untenable. It's no coincidence that China hastened this national cryptocurrency after Facebook announced the Libra project was just touted as an alternative dollar. Perhaps that was fanciful and the Libra has hit a wall of regulatory concerns. But if they're offered like Spotify gift cards at the local 7-Elevens, wow, there will be demand for tokens that are acceptable across borders, stable in value against baskets of national currencies, and could be used in global trade and investing. Some in Silicon Valley will eventually succeed, blowing away the fig leaf of monetary sovereignty. He's jumping around here, it seems like to me. Anonymity disappears when cash does. While that still makes life difficult for money launderers and terrorists, it could also become a tool to punish political activism. So, this is this guy's kind of opinion, but to me, the fact that China is constantly in the news about their digital currency, it just, for me, it feels like it's just it's more and more reason for this new financial system to just kind of just step into the forefront, right, and announce itself. That's what it feels like to me. It's just another reason for this new financial system to come into the forefront and say, here we are, this is what we got. That's what it feels like to me. And then you throw in this whole Iran thing, which I'm going to let you guys hear. I mean, it's just like, what? Where'd that happen? Jared XRP says, we're going to hear more and more threats by countries. Remember, they already have the solution. That's right. GD Pops is in the building. I don't think I've seen you in the stream before. How are you? Welcome to the stream. MG, how long will XRP continue to be tied with Bitcoin? Yeah, that's a great question, man. That is a great, great question. It really is a great question. How long will XRP continue to be tied? Did you guys notice that Coinbase actually has on their app or on their website? I was on the app doing this. They actually have a section on there that it tracks the percentage to different digital assets that are tied to Bitcoin, not tied to Bitcoin, has broken away from Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, MG, on Coinbase, they have that. And they got like XRP is 86% tied to Bitcoin, and then Ethereum was a higher number, and other numbers were a different number. And then they had something like, I think it was VeChain that was not tied, right? So they actually have a little chart, a graph and or chart that they track. They say they use a third party, but it does actually kind of track, the ratio of the whole, decoupling thing that we're all hoping for XRP. Now, out of the major currencies, I think XRP was in the 80-something percent. If you say top 3, top 5, VeChain was, they said it was. So they give you a percentage, then they say tied to it. And then I think once you get below 70%, it's kind of, just kind of in the middle. Then anything kind of below 40 cents it was off. It was doing its own thing and not tied to Bitcoin. The only one that I could recall that was a major one was VeChain, where it was not tied. It went in the opposite direction. So that was kind of the thing. They kind of charted. If Bitcoin went up, these guys kind of followed along. If Bitcoin went down, these guys kind of followed down. Then they gave you kind of a percentage of how they did that. But there was also one that was Bitcoin went up. It went up with Bitcoin, but not in the same way as the other ones. And then it had the opposite. So if Bitcoin went up, there was one or two digit assets that went the other way. And then when Bitcoin went down, that asset went up. So it's kind of like that decoupling. Luke Kenton, what up, Siege? What's going on, Luke? How you doing, my friend? 1-1 says, Chinese citizens think they're oppressed now. Wait till the government controls a digital currency. I know. Think about that. Guys, 41 people on the stream and 19 likes. If you haven't had a chance to collapse that chat, go smash the like button and come back and hang out. I just think that it's pretty important to kind of pay attention to what China is doing. So, I mean, you guys heard about the article, and it was actually a video where Max Kaiser was saying that China was going to actually, in fact, back their digital asset by gold. You remember that video? We all know Max is a big time Bitcoin guy, but he does, he does own some gold and some silver. But for him to say that and to say that this is about threatening the U.S. dollar, it makes you think. Marco Polo, hi again, Siege. Hey, Marco Polo, how are you, brother? Good to see you in the stream, my friend. And then this other article, China's secretly hoarding gold. Right, this was a good interview with Max Kaiser and Kitco News. But we have to pay attention to what's going on there. And if you guys have been following the XRP manifesto, two of the things he points out is this whole relationship, this whole kind of back and forth between the U.S. and China, and also what's going on with Iran. And so I don't know, but I did not hear about this whole thing with Iran, that they had done something, apparently it did some kind of stuff to Iraq, attacked Iraq. And, President Trump had said he was not going to put up with that kind of stuff and responded. Yeah, Kava Labs, Caddy, I think is going to be significant in a lot of ways because it is going to allow us to hold the XRP there. I don't know if you would call it a kind of a DeFi platform, a lending platform, but your ability to very, very similar to like a Celsius network in a lot of ways, even though Mashinsky said it's not similar. And I'm guessing because he's saying that because most of the platforms don't give back 80% back to the users like Celsius does. So I don't know how Kava is going to operate in terms of giving back. And I don't know what their loan to value ratios are going to be. I thought Brian had said 50 and 60 and 70%. They're still going to look into it, and it's going to be per asset. It's going to be individually based upon the asset and demand and or liquidity for each asset. But he had kind of hinted that XRP was going to start at that 50% type of thing. But for me, Kava again, it's a Spring thing, right? Spun from Spring, and Spring's invested in it, if you will. And so I want to support that platform because they are fans of XRP, right? And so I want to be able to support that. And I think it's just really, really important to support platforms that support us. And Kava is one of those. I mean, that's the bottom line. Kava is one of those, right? So businesses are going to advertise cash retail price and a digital price down the line, which will be a significant difference in price for us to adopt digital, i.e., buying a car, home purchases online. That's an interesting point, Jared. A very, very interesting point. I've heard of like two systems. There'll be a fiat system and a digital asset system. So I wouldn't be surprised to kind of see this kind of cash retail price and a digital price as well. XRP Hotler's in the building. What's going on, my friend? Technology transfer in the trade deal. China will run on XRP. Technology transfer in the trade deal. Interesting. XRP Hotler. Now, did they kind of come? I knew Mnuchin was kind of really excited about the latest talks that they had with China. I don't know if they were calling it like the phase 1 type of deal. I don't know what's in it, if they've actually signed it yet. I don't know if they've signed that yet. Have they, XRP Hotler? Have they signed that kind of phase 1 thing? But I don't know that they have. It says, Cadillac, yes, no dream work without teaching them teamwork. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right, Cadillac. So Kava, again, it's going to be exciting. I can't wait for them to kind of fully be out, to kind of see what that platform looks like. When one says, no, they have not. Okay. XRP Hodler, what you're saying Saturday? What happened Saturday? Yeah, TJ Jackson says those attacks are probably about crude oil and the stock market going up, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, it's a tricky thing, but it's geopolitics, politics play a role in what's going to happen financially, right? It plays a significant role. XRP is going to be in the bedrock of the new financial system without question, and it's just when are they going to bring out this new financial system? If they got so many things kind of going on, like what is going to go on with Iran? I mean, the China trade deal is not something that could lead to, I don't think could lead to kind of a war, but it feels like this thing with Iran could potentially, right? XRP highlight China coming up to U.S. to sign trade deal on Saturday. What? Okay. They're coming here Saturday to sign the deal. Okay, interesting. I did not know that. Okay, today's Monday. So we'll see what's up with that. I knew Mnuchin was giddy when he was talking about that deal and what they kind of got in terms of phase one. He was like giddy, like real happy, thinking everybody was going to be happy about it. So we'll see what's up. But I just think it's no coincidence that they keep constantly talking about China's digital asset that they're coming up with, and it's looking like it's going to be backed by gold, which is very, very interesting. It's funny too because I had a guy in the stream in the comments of one of my videos say, he said XRP to fiat, right? Because I was kind of talking about gold, and he commented XRP to fiat and gold to the yuan. And so we know that DNI is, we shared a little bit about the fact that the XRP could be in the basket or run alongside the SDRs. So that would make this guy his name was Ben Anderson, who made that comment. Very, very true. It would make his statement very, very true. 45 people in the stream, 23 likes. I appreciate you guys smashing a like on the way in. If you have not had a chance to do that, just collapse the chat real quick and go, smash the like and come back in. Yeah, so XRP highlight, that's an interesting statement. Technology transfer in the trade deal. Technology transfer in the trade deal. China will run on XRP. And that's the whole thing with the Donald, right? What does he have? Is this ace in the hole? What does he have in his back pocket that he can negotiate and bargain with, right? That's one of his things. That's one of his strong traits. What is it? What is that thing that he has? What is it, right? And is the IMF involved in this at all? Right? Is the IMF involved in that whole thing at all? Technology transfer in the trade deal. China will run on XRP. I love it, man. So hopefully we'll get some information about that whole thing. Cadillac says, if you already know about the siege, smash the likes as you walk through the door. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Cadillac. I appreciate that. Yeah, so that's kind of, I think it's interesting, and I think it's something that we have to really, really kind of pay attention to. China constantly being in the news is not an accident. It really is not an accident. And should I share this video? I don't know. Let me share this video. Share this video. I just think is interesting to me. Don't worry, I'm going to play it again. Very interesting. So check this out, guys. Check this out. It's only 2 minutes.
Myself, as Secretary Esper, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Milley came here to Florida today to brief the President on the activities that have taken place in the Middle East over the course of the last 72 hours. I will leave to Secretary Esper to talk about the military activity, but I want to put it in the context of our policy with respect to the Islamic Republic of Iran. The attack that took place against an Iraqi facility threatened American forces. This has been going on now for weeks and weeks and weeks. This wasn't the first set of attacks against this particular Iraqi facility and others where there are American lives at risk. And today, what we did was take a decisive response that makes clear what President Trump has said for months and months and months, which is that we will not stand for the Islamic Republic of Iran to take actions that put American men and women in jeopardy. We will always honor that commitment to take decisive action when that takes place. And we continue to demand that the Islamic Republic of Iran act in a way that is consistent with what I laid out back in May of 2018 for what it is that we expect Iran to do so that it can rejoin the community of nations. And with that, I'll turn it over to the Secretary of Defense.
Thank you. As we reported earlier today, the Department of Defense took offensive actions in defense of our personnel and interests in Iraq by launching F-15 Strike Eagles against 5 targets associated with Kataib Hezbollah, which is an Iranian-sponsored Shiite militia group. The targets we attacked included 3 targets in western Iraq and 2 targets in eastern Syria that were either command and control facilities or weapons caches for Kataib Hezbollah. The strikes were successful. The pilots and aircraft returned back to base safely. I would add that in our discussion today with the president, we discussed with him other options that are available. And I would note also that we will take additional actions as necessary to ensure that we act in our own self-defense and we deter further bad behavior from militia groups or from Iran. Thank you.
So there it is. I'm like, what? When did that happen? Right? When did that happen? That is some serious business right there. TJ Jackson said, order out of chaos. These events were probably planned before I was born. Order out of chaos. I love it. TJ Jackson, did you grab that book yet, bro? Did you grab that book? I'm gonna shout this book out again before I hop off the stream. I'm gonna share this book again. Don't forget about Wealth Wednesdays, Generational Wealth Wednesdays. We're gonna have 2 people from the channel hop in and share. But guys, you gotta grab this book if you're serious about generational wealth. I highly recommend. I highly suggest that you grab this book. I've had 2 or 3 people. They ordered it like right away from the stream earlier today, and one guy actually ordered it from a couple of streams ago when I mentioned it. Strangers in Paradise, guys. How families adapt to wealth across generations. Strangers in Paradise. How families adapt to wealth across generations. Definitely want to grab that book, guys. It is a game changer. Guys, 52 people in the stream, only 28 likes. Hey, guys, if you don't, I would appreciate it if you just collapse the chat. If you haven't had a chance to smash a like yet, go smash a like. Let's get them in just as many likes as we have viewers in the chat. That's our goal. We've been doing it consecutively for the last, 12 streams now. We want to continue to do that. Then come back and hang out in the chat. Absolutely. Jared XRP says, getting it tomorrow. I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to. This Generational Wealth Wednesday is going to be awesome. I'm really excited to hear from some of the people from the channel to share some of their thoughts. Jared XRP, I was just thinking about that, man. I haven't had a chance to do that, but I am going to do it. Siege, check out SPQR Media's deep dive about the group of 30. Ripple is all in their documents. Now, is that the one, Jared XRP, that just this latest one where it says like the king of something? The king on the behind the curtain or something like that? Gotcha, TJ Jackson. Gotcha. It's a great read. I tell you, it's I could literally, TJ Jackson, I could literally just spend a morning, early afternoon, and just knock it out of the way. I really could. I'm very tempted. To do just that. I'm very tempted to do just that. I really, really am. To take a morning and an afternoon and just knock it out. I might even do it tonight. To be honest with you guys, I might even do it tonight. I'm so amped up about this. I got all my videos in, so I may just do that. My better half, Ms. Crypto C, she's been taking care of the business and of stuff today, big time. So I may, so that I can get this stuff done with the channel today, and I may just do that. I mean, I did 2 driving videos, and this will be 2 streams. Yep. Later, Steve O.D. Catch you on the next one, brother. Steve O.D. of Iran, the real Yoku. Yep. What's going on, the real Yoku? What you up to, man? What you up to, my friend? So that is kind of the deal there. Generational Wealth Wednesdays. Definitely, if you get a chance, you want to grab that book, 416 Crypto. You definitely want to grab that book, Morris Prince C7. What's going on, my friend? Want to grab that book for sure. And here's the thing. Here's my goal. My goal is when we do the first, second, third, streams on Generational Wealth Wednesdays, I'm going to have people in the comments say, I got it. I got that book, or I got it. And I want to see that name increase week after, that number of names increase week after week 1, after week 2, after week 3. I'm telling you, this is a game changer. It's not what you think it is, but it is a game changer. It's not going to be. You'll see it. You'll see it. You'll get it. You'll get it. It's outstanding. I'm telling you, absolutely outstanding. The Real Yoku says, enjoying life and focusing on staying grounded, Crypto Siege. I hear you, my friend. That is what it's about. I hope you'll be able to join us on our Generational Wealth Wednesdays, The Real Yoku. Hope you're able to join us. Our first one will be this Wednesday. What is that? In a couple of days. True Sky. What's going on? Hot and strong. Looking forward to a $30 XRP. You and me both, brother. Steve OD XRP. You followed me on Twitter? What's your handle, Steve OD? I'll follow you right now. Cadillac said Iran's head has been on the chopping block because they're about their own currency. Plans before we were all born. Crypto Mike knows. CIA attacks our own as Iran to get their marching orders. I see. TJ Jackson says, I'm going to have that book by Wealth Wednesday next week. Awesome. Awesome, bro. Steve OD, what's your thing on Twitter? Were you talking to me anyway? I love the long chats. Let me see if I can find you on Twitter. This thing is really behind on the lag. Yeah, that whole Iran thing, I don't know. Steve-O the Bear, is that you? Are you Steve-O the Bear? No, at Steve-O DX. Okay. There it is. The King Behind the Curtains. That's the one I want to check out. Man, if I go check that out now, I'm not going to read this book. Staff Sergeant Marine, what's going on, bro? Siege, I never got your notification, brothers, that you were live. Tell you, YouTube, man. YouTube is just something. Yeah, I'm about to hop off here real quick anyway, brother. I got something that I got to get done at 9 o'clock, and I have to prepare for that. Yep, that's me. Got you, man. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So, yep. Absolutely, guys. So listen, 53 people on the stream, 36 likes, guys. If you haven't had a chance yet, collapse that chat real quick. Go smash the like button. Come back out and hang out. And if you haven't, subscribe if you're enjoying the content. If you're enjoying the content, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Make sure I didn't miss anybody coming in. Anybody sneaking on me that I didn't get? That I didn't say what's up to? I think I got everybody. I did indeed. But guys, Dano, I appreciate you hanging out tonight. Jared XRP, as always, appreciate you being here, bro. Steve OD XRP, I appreciate you being here. Cadillac, appreciate you being here, my friend. TJ Jackson, thanks for hanging out tonight. Crypto Mike, as always, appreciate you being here, brother. 416 Crypto, thanks for hanging out. Dano, I said that. BF, thanks for hanging out. 1-1 is in the building. I appreciate you hanging out. Babel, appreciate you being in the stream. Steve OD, thanks for hanging out tonight, man. G-Dig Pops, Thanks for hanging. MG, I appreciate you being here. Luke Kenton in the building. Appreciate you hanging tonight, brother. We haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel. Just hit the sub button and hit the ring the notification bell so you know when we go live. XRP Hodl, I appreciate you being here tonight, man. My friend, I should say. Morris Prince, C7. Yeah, you can catch the replay, brother. We'll catch up again. Jared XRP. The real Yoku, rather, I should say. Excuse me. Appreciate you hanging out tonight, my friend. True Sky, appreciate you being here. $30 XRP. I'm looking forward to that day. You and me both, Staff Sergeant of Marines. Appreciate you hanging tonight. Absolutely appreciate you being here without question. And if you haven't had a chance, we'll do my best for Wednesday's Crypto Siege. Awesome, the real Yoku. Excellent, bro. Excellent. XRP Buddy just got home from work. Happy New Year. XRP Buddy, appreciate you being here, my friend. You're gonna catch the replay, man. If you haven't had a chance to sub to the channel, definitely do that if you enjoy the content. We're getting ready to wrap this up. Yeah, just a real quick stream. I think I actually got 45 minutes, not bad. Got 45 minutes in the stream, guys. Listen, I'm gonna wrap this video up like I do all the streams, and I definitely appreciate each and every one of you being here. I'm excited about Generational Wealth Wednesday. It's gonna be a fun time. We're going to get ourselves prepared as best we can for generational wealth, because I believe, you speak things into existence. We already know our position with XRP. We already know that. So it's just a matter of being prepared for what's about to happen, right? It's just a matter of just preparing for what's about to happen, right? So guys, listen, I'm going to end this stream like I do all of my streams and remind you guys to never, ever forget this, guys. Never, ever forget that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. In the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. Thanks for the sub, real Yoku. Appreciate you being here, man.